to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining today's session. We'll be starting the session within next 2 minutes as we'll be waiting a few minutes to join other participants to join. Thank you so much for understanding.
Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello everyone. We'll be starting the session now. Please allow me to share my screen so we can start with the session. And here we go. I hope you all can see my screen. And thank you so much for joining today's session. I wish you all a very happy new year, and I welcome you all to the first webinar of this year. And behalf of GSDC, I would love to introduce you all to new series that will be starting from today, that is Global Skill Development Council Certified Learning GSDC AI in Action 2016, Predict, Protect and Perform Across Industry, with a theme that is applying predictive, secure and high performance AI at scale. My name is Preetham. I'll be moderating this session. Do let me know if you have any concern. You can reach out to me over the chat box and I'll make sure that I'll be taking care of it. So as you all know that we had this previous sessions on AI where we had incredible panel of AI experts, and hence for this week as well, this series is scheduled from 5th to 31st January, this entire month, with the time slot that is 7:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do join us for this series as we do have incredible AI experts aligned for this series as well. So do join us. You'll find the registration link and the WhatsApp link shortly in the chat box. So before I could hand over the session to our speaker today, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization, GSDC. So many of you are already aware, but those who have joined us for the first time, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization. We known as Global Skill Development Council. We are globally recognized certification body. We are vendor agnostic, vendor neutral, and we do have 100 plus authorized training partner across the globe. We do have partner in Asia, Africa, Canada, America, and many other countries. So I would love to thank you, those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partners. I'll share the contact details shortly in the chat box. And also, I'm very proud to tell you all that we are accredited by ABICB and supported by World Press Hub, which is our official media partner who covers all our events and press releases. And I'm very proud to inform you all that we do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide. We have 500 plus subject matter experts with us. They work with us closely to design our exams and deliverables. And also we are associated with 1000 plus multinational corporates and 50 plus universities across the globe. And I would love to quickly introduce you all to GSDC AI Studio. This is the platform where we are providing 100 plus live session, which is led by global experts each month, where you will be getting 4 daily sessions, which is 45 minutes of impactful live sessions, which is led by global experts, as I mentioned. And also you will be getting hands-on learning. And this is a platform where you can directly learn from the AI leaders around the globe, and real-time practice, which means you can apply all the concept that you have learned in that particular session. And in case if you have any doubts or question after that, it will be resolved instantly. And this training is aligned with the industry standards for job ready skills. How you can easily access to GSDC AI Studio in easy 3 steps. You can start your learning right away with 14 days free access, where you will be getting 80 plus live session for that particular month, full access to GSDC AI Studio. Next step, that you can opt out for GSDC lifelong membership with $109, where you can get lifetime access, 80 plus live session each month, full access to GSDC AI Studio, free GSDC membership, access to all of our physical events, and LinkedIn profile improver. And the last step, that you can opt out for GSDC certification plus lifetime membership with $100, which is limited time offer, where you will be getting access to GSDC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tools, GSDC Copilot, and competency assessment tool. I'll be sharing the contact details in the chat box. You can reach out to a learning advisor to get more help or any question that you have regarding the GSDC AI Studio. So as I mentioned in my previous slide, where we have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, so which includes certification on L&D and HR, Gen AI, agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO lead auditor and implementer, project management, PMO, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation, and so on. So in case if you are looking for any of this certification in order to upskill yourself, because this certification is specifically designed for all the professionals worldwide who want to upskill themselves or who wants to stay industry relevant, right? So feel free to reach out to a learning advisor to get any help that you want regarding the certification. I'll share the contact details shortly in the chat box. So what all benefits you will be getting with this certification? You will become GSDC's member for a lifelong. With that, you will get certificate upgrade, and guess what? You will be having free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps that we often conduct, and you will be having access to all our exclusive learning program that we do have. Along with that, you will be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. Isn't it great? So do grab this opportunity, do sign up yourself for this certification program. I'll share the details, necessary details in the chat box shortly. You can have a look. And without any further delay, I would love to introduce our today's speaker, Caroline Ciota. I'm so sorry in case I'm pronouncing it wrong again, Caroline. So today's topic, she'll be taking us through the future of generative AI in risk management and compliance. I would love to quickly tell you all more about Caroline. So Caroline is a CIO 100 Silver Award winning technology leader and digital transformation advisor with over a decade of experience helping executives drive a smarter, faster, and compliant decision making in an AI driven world. She specializes in generative AI, intelligent automation, and ERP solution, translating complex technology into practical tools for risk management, governance, and executive strategy. Known for Demystifying AI for non-technical leaders, Caroline advocates responsible adoption, ethical innovation, and inclusive leadership, delivering strategic and highly actionable insight. We are very delighted to have you, Caroline, with us today's at GSDC session. Thank you so much for joining. The stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prita. I will share my screen. So, welcome to this session, everybody. I'm delighted to be your speaker today, where I'll be speaking about the future of generative AI in risk management and compliance, from control functions to intelligence decision partners. We all know that we are always facing audit questions. So why this moment matters? Regulatory expectations are accelerating very fast than traditional control functions. Generative AI represents a fundamental shift from reactive compliance to proactive intelligence. We know that we are no longer, we need to think before what is expected of us in terms of our risk assessments and compliance. Organizations also that delay adoption risk fall behind in both efficiency and effectiveness. This session will be very interactive. We'll have practical. I know Sam has introduced me, but that's about me there in a slide. I'm committed to responsible AI adoption that strengthens rather than circumvents, controls environments and regulatory compliance. My expertise is in ERP financial systems, and that is especially Microsoft Dynamics 365, Business Central for enterprise risk and compliance workflow. I'm also an AI automation expert. I do practical AI implementation. I'm specialized in translating emerging AI capabilities into actionable government governance frameworks and automated control solutions. So let's dive into it. What is generative AI? Generative AI, all of us, we have encountered ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Cloud, whichever your preference is. But generative AI, as we understand it, it creates new content, text, code, analyzes summaries based on patterns learned from various data sets. So in the traditional systems, usually there would be followed fixed rules, but generative AI, because it's thinking and reasoning and learning from all over the world, it adapts context, generates human-like responses. So it doesn't just retrieve or calculate, it reasons, synthesizes, and creates in a nutshell. So for the audience, just know that this is that's why we need to adapt to generative AI, because it's learning. We are not following some fixed rules. So why risk and compliance cannot ignore this? We have regulatory volume is exploding. Tracking requirements across jurisdiction frameworks and evolving standards has become impossible at scale for the humans. Manual monitoring creates blind spots and delays. Then we have talent shortages are acute. Competition for skilled risk and compliance professionals is intensifying. Teams are stretched thin, leading to burnout, turnover, and gaps in critical control activities. Then we have stakeholder expectations are rising. The boards, regulators, and investors demand real-time insights, not quarterly retrospectives. The pace of decision-making requires faster and sharper intelligence. So I have a reflection question for the audience. If your team's workload doubled tomorrow, could your current operating model handle it without adding any headcount? Would your HR be worried? At this point, before we continue, I will ask Pritam to put up the first poll question so that the audience can respond, so that I get to know your Prita. Please put up the poll.
Sure. Is it reflecting?
Yes, I can see it.
Wonderful.
In the poll question, we are doing our awareness check. Which of the following best describes your experience in generative AI in risk management? So let's see the audience. I can see I actively use generative AI tools in my work. I've experimented but not yet implemented. I've attended webinars or read about it. I'm curious, not explored yet. I have no experience at all. The majority, I can see most people are actively using, and we have people who are attending webinars, and that's why we are here. This is a good space to be at. Let's see some more responses. I would like on the chat box for the ones who are saying they are experimenting but not yet implemented. Why is it that you are not implementing yet? Just put it up on the chat, and then later on we can check why are you not implementing, so that you can move. We expect you to move to, at the end of the session, to actively use generative AI in your work. Okay, I will end the poll. So let me share the results. This is what you have all responded to. And for the ones who are experimenting, I would want to know why you have not implemented. For I have attended, I'm curious, I have no experience, this session is exactly for you. Thank you. So let's continue. So we've done the reflection, and I've seen that majority are actively using, and we have also majority who are also, they know about it, but they are yet to implement. And it's so easy to implement because we have the tools available. We have the ChatGPT, we have Copilot, we have Gemini, and various other AI tools. And I'll focus on the free ones, because if you have not implemented, you don't have to upgrade to Pro. You can just use the free versions of AI tools and to achieve what you want. So where generative AI fits in risk and compliance? Generative AI augments human judgment. It doesn't replace it. The goal is intelligent partnership, where technology handles synthesis and humans retain accountability for decisions. So let's look at the life cycle. Please note, in AI, we still have the human role, because you have to make the decision. AI will fasten the process, but you need to make the decision. So usually in a company, you start with identifying your risk. I know most corporates, you'll put a data and look at all your risks and what are those risks. So the AI will help you scan news, filings, and internal data to surface emerging threats. So first, when you're identifying the risk, you will identify the risk or ask AI. Let's say you're an insurance company or real estate. You'll ask, for a real estate, what are the risks that are there? You know the risks that you have, but also now AI will scan the market and see risks that are related to your kind of industry. Now, we have the human role when you are identifying risk. You have to validate the relevance, prioritize based on strategy, and determine the response. So when AI scans for you, for your organization, you will tailor it to be personalized for your organization. Then after risk identification, we have the assessment and analysis. So the AI role will be to draft risk scenarios, calculate exposure ranges, and summarize the impact. So it will scan all over and help you identify, draft the scenarios. Then you as a human, you will challenge those assumptions, apply the context based on your industry, and refine the likelihood estimates based on your industry. So whichever industry you are at, you'll have to, you'll be specific. You can't just ask, draft for me the risk scenarios. That's a general. You'll ask the AI to draft risk scenarios as an expert for your specific organization. Then we have the policy and control design, the next life cycle. So you generate the policy drafts. The AI will suggest control language mapped to frameworks. You'll keep iterating it so that it can keep improving on those policy drafts. So your human role, you review for alignment, approve tone, and ensure enforceability. So as a human, you'll go look at this AI, it has generated a draft. Then you look at it, you keep prompting it to be more specific to your kind of organization and to use language that aligns to your market. Then we have monitoring and reporting, the next life cycle. So you summarize the control test results, the AI will summarize, flag anomalies, and draft narratives. The human will interpret the findings and decide escalation, present to governance bodies. So depending on the country that you are at, you also have to align to the governance bodies within your country and for your organization, the industry that you are working at, so that you are very aligned. So AI can give you something that is specific to United States, but you are in Asia. So maybe your governance bodies do not align to what it has told you. So you have to iterate it to be specific for your market industry and for your country. Then we have the regulatory response. So AI will prepare initial drafts of inquiry responses and evidence summaries. Then you will ensure accuracy, sign off on submissions, manage regulatory dialogue. So that is in a nutshell how generative AI will fit in your risk and compliance. So at this moment, we will do a live demo. I would ask if you're part of the audience and you have a computer, please open your preferred AI tool, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, or any that you are using, because we are about to do a practical exercise, which we'll do together. So the scenario is, a multinational organization needs to identify emerging risks related to new AI regulations across Europe, US, and Asia Pacific. Manual monitoring will take days and requires cross-functional coordination. So, as we use generative AI to aggregate regulatory announcements from multiple sources, summarize key requirements and timelines, flag jurisdiction-specific compliance gaps, and generate a briefing memo for the chief risk officer or your auditor. So before I go to my live demo practical questions, I'll let you know the AI contribution it will scan thousands of regulatory updates in seconds, identify and produce a structured summary with citation and priority rankings. Then you as a human, you will review AI output for accuracy, applies organizational context, decides which risks require immediate actions, and assigns ownership. So let's dive into it. I have my live demo, emerging risk identification. So we want to identify emerging AI regulatory risk across EU, US, and Asia country Pacific. So we'll start with, what are the top 5 emerging regulatory risks related to AI adoption? for a multinational financial service organization operating in the EU, US, and Asia Pacific. So as participants, instead of saying multinational financial, choose your organization. Let me paste this in the chat. In my chat GPT. Use chat GPT. I'll paste the same for you on the chat so that you can use it and adapt it to your organization. So let's do it together. We want this to be as practical as possible so that later on we can adapt to it in our organization. So I'm just using the free version today so that if you have not paid, you don't have to worry. So look what ChatGPT has told me. Here are the top 5 emerging regulatory risks that a multinational financial services organization should closely monitor when adopting and deploying AI across EU. Yeah, these risks stem from evolving legal regimes and supervisory scrutiny, and failing to address them can lead to significant compliance, operational, and reputational impacts. So let's see this, what it has come up with, the top 5 AI governance and accountability requirements. So as you can see, regulators globally are tightening expectations for structured governance frameworks around AI. I know all of us, I think this is across the globe, that we are wondering, how is AI governed? You know, when it comes to data protection, anything to do with risk. So that is one of the major concerns. Mandatory appointment of accountability. The implications are mandatory appointment of accountable officers, committees for AI risk, requirements to maintain inventories of AI models and associated risk ratings, documentation of AI system logic. And then we have the regional signals. The proposed AI Act enforces governance, and so on. Then it has grouped them for each of the countries. So for your organization, you can also, as you type those questions, be specific and say your industry, multinational, or if it's not multinational, just put your industry in your country or whichever organization in your industry so that it is more specific to yours. But these globally, we have these 5 that have emerged: algorithmic transparency, explainability, and fairness. And when we have data protection and cross-border data flows, you see, AI is relying on large data sets, often requiring cross-border transfers, which are subject to strict data privacy laws. So, as you can see, data protection is a risk, model risk validation and auditability for a financial organization, and then regulatory fragmentation and compliance complexity. So just continue. Don't, when you're asking the AI for this risk, be very specific so that it does not globalize for you. Then we'll ask it another question. Summarize recent related regulatory developments in the last 6 to 12 months that could impact enterprise risk management. Then you can go and be specific to your organization. I'll just paste this on the chart so that you can iterate it to fit, be summarize. You can say summarize for real estate, summarize for my industry, be specific so that it doesn't globalize. You can start with this and then go on being specific. And I'll advise you as you ask the AI. Usually, AI likes you when you tell them you're an expert in risk and compliance. So the AI will now act as an expert, think and reason, so that it can give you the best options. So let me type that in my chat. And look, it has given me a summary, recent AI policy developments, even given me references to it that I can go into and maybe read and adapt. Then it has given me the summary of key AI regulatory development. So when you look at these, maybe you knew about these, or maybe you did not, but now you know globally what are the AI regulatory developments which have happened in the last 6 to 12 months. So each time when you're asking, you know, in another 6 months, something new will have come up. So every time you ask, or in the last 3 months, this probably will be so different because AI right now it's moving like a storm. So in another 3 to 6 months, something different will be there. People are improving and trying to improve on these policies. So of course, AI will ask you if you want to produce a policy impact briefing, and if you want to do that, you can also do that. But I will not do that for now. I'll do my next demo, which is which jurisdictions are moving fastest on AI regulation and what are the compliance implications. So let me paste this for you so that we can all look at. So let's do that. I'll do that on mine as well. And there we go. So my advice to you is when I'm researching, I'll go to ChatGPT, go to Copilot, see what the response is like, go to Gemini, go to Cloud, go to Perplexity, because Perplexity is like the new Google now, and you'll get a lot of information, and then you can tailor it and come up with a report. So as you can see, the summary of jurisdiction, we have European Union, South Korea, rapid implementation of a national AI rule. We have China already operational. I know most of us have seen the big changes China is doing right now, sector-specific controls. Then we have United States, rapid but fragmented regulatory activity. We have Asia Pacific, varied but accelerating regulation. So we have these top 5. And I'm sure in the whatever AI tool you're using, you've seen what it has come up with. Then, so we are looking at, you see, we are getting this information very fast instead of going in the old ways to go to some books and reading about it. So this is so the risk prioritization questions, we need to demonstrate judgment support, not replacement. So let's rank these AI regulatory risks by potential impacts and likelihood for a mid-sized multinational organization. Which of these risks would require board-level visibility within the next 90 days? Identify risks that could trigger regulatory enforcement if ignored. So as a human, would you prioritize these and why? So you can put it in the chat. Why would prioritize any of those regulatory? And then you see how do you go about it? So based on these regulations, what are the most common compliance gaps organizations face today? What internal functions, legal, IT, procurement, would likely own each risk? Which risk can be mitigated through policy updates versus operational controls? So that is basically it for our live demo. And just respond and check what AI has given you and share in the chat. So as we continue, we've checked the regulatory announcements, we've summarized key requirements and timelines. We did 6 to 12 months, we flagged the jurisdiction, and then now after that, you need to do your report to the chief risk officer or to the auditor. Then we have prompt engineering as a governance control. The quality of AI output depends entirely on the quality of input. Prompt engineering is not just a technical skill, it is a governance mechanism that ensures consistency, accountability, and auditability. So we all know, we always fear the auditors when they come, and we have to give reports very fast. So let's see. Poor prompt example. You've been given a risk report. So you upload it to your preferred AI tool and you say, this is a poor prompt example. Summarize this risk report. Now you see, you've not specified the audience or the purpose. There's no format or length guidance. Output is inconsistent and unreliable, and it's difficult to audit or reproduce. And then you see this, summarize this risk report. It will look at, it doesn't know why am I summarizing this risk report. It has to know what angle are you coming from. So then we have a strong prompt example. You are a compliance officer preparing a board level summary. You see, you are somebody preparing for which audience. Summarize this operational risk report in 3 paragraphs. 1, key findings. 2, control gaps. 3, recommended actions. Use non-technical language. Cite specific data points. So you see, you've gone even further, and you can improve this strong prompt to even you add more for the AI to respond to you in a very clear manner. So first, the strength, you have defined your role, you have already defined the audience. Your role, you are a compliance officer. The audience is a board level. And then you've structured your output requirements. You need 3 paragraphs, key findings, control gaps, recommended actions. And then your tone and style guidance is included. You have said, use non-technical language, cite specific data points. So it's reproducible and auditable process. So when it responds to you, you can always ask it in your chat, in your AI, and it will give you a very clear response that can help your organization. So the governance principle is standardized prompts should be documented, reviewed, and version control, just like any other control procedure. Accountability remains with the human approval. So let's continue. We have another demo. The scenario is, the live demo is about board or regulator briefing generation. The organization received a regulatory inquiry requesting a summary of third-party risk management practices. A board meeting is scheduled in 48 hours, requiring both a regulator response and a board-ready briefing deck. So we will watch as we use generative AI tool extract key policies and procedures from internal documents, draft a response letter tailored to the regulator-specific questions, generate executive summary slides for the board presentation, highlight areas requiring additional human review before submission. So the risk of unsupervised AI. Without proper oversight, AI-generated responses can misrepresent the organizational practices, omit critical nuisance or caveats, introduce inconsistencies with prior submissions, or create legal or reputational exposure. So the human review and approval remain non-negotiable. So for the people at this point, before we go to I demonstrate the live demo, if you are in the audience and you are feeling like I can't use AI because AI will give you faster responses, but the human review is required. You have to look at what response has it given you. So you don't just copy and paste it in some document and give your summary to the board, analyze it. It's just fasten the work by. You don't have to go through all these files. You just upload them to your generative AI and the AI will summarize for you. Are we together, audience? Please put up, just put up an emoji for thumbs up if you're still there, or a reaction so that I know we are still together. Are we together? Let's put some thumbs up, reactions, you know. The problem with audio or virtual meeting is that you never know if people are still there, asleep. Yeah, I can see a hand raised up. So this is very interactive. Dodaka Monish, last return to unmute him to say something.
Yes, Caroline, do you want me to unmute something?
There's Dodaka Monish. He wants to ask something, I guess, at this moment. So I'll
Okay.
pause for him to ask.
Sure, I can do that. However, we are not allowed to, but as an exception, I can give access to Monish
Okay,
for now. All right.
okay. We will have, for the audience, we will have a question and answer moment. So just note your questions, and at some point, Pritam will give you a moment to do your Q&A.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Caroline. So as she's open for Q&A, so I request all of you to please drop all the questions in the chat box so we can take it, as we still have 10 to 15 minutes to cover all your questions. So drop your questions, whatever you have in your mind regarding this session. Feel free to drop it. And Monish, I have provided the access to unmute yourself. If you still wish to unmute, you can, and you can talk. Thank you.
Accidentally, I kept another sign for this. No questions.
Okay, okay, no worries.
So let me proceed with my share. So we are doing our next live demo. And our demo, let me stop share briefly. Our live demo for the next question is, we want, you see the prompt, we said there was a prompt that was a poor prompt, a bad prompt, which we said summarize this risk report. Why is that prompt wrong? Yeah. So the prompt, I say, let me use it and share my screen right now. So I'll go to a new chart and just put that, summarize this risk report. I don't have a risk report, so I'll just upload this PowerPoint or something. And I'll have to inform you, when you're using the free version of ChatGPT or for ChatGPT, because you can upload files, don't just keep uploading because you'll run out of the time with it. So just be careful by the time you're uploading, you upload something that you require a good response on. So you see, this is very general. It has looked at my report, which was not even any report. It has no risk or anything. Just come up with something. So that's a very poor prompt that I shared. Then we have the improvement. Rewrite this prompt so it produces a board-ready, auditable risk summary. Let me do that. Let me share that. Now the summarized this risk report was very general. Rewrite this prompt so it produces a board-ready, auditable risk summary. So I go to my ChatGPT and I say, so as you can see, it has, I gave it a random file, the file for this presentation. But yeah, it's now rewriting the prompt for me, which I can look at that prompt and upload an actual document that can be shared. And you see this prompt, you're a senior risk and compliance officer preparing a briefing for the board risk committee. Review the attached risk report and produce a concise executive summary, maximum 1 page, structured as follows. Key risk themes, identified control gaps, recommended management. You have given it specific. So as you can see, you have defined your audience. You see why it's telling you why it works. Clean structure, length, constraint. So you can use this prompt, and I'll have pause here and say, when you're creating prompts, you can also ask the AI to give you a prompt when you don't know how to prompt, so that it can prompt engineer for you, and then you use that prompt and upload now your document and ask it. So that will be very practical for you in whichever industry you are working at. Then the next question would be, how would inconsistent prompts increase governance and audit risk? So you can follow up with that question. And then you can now create a very standardized prompt that could be approved, version controlled, and reused for quarterly risk reporting. So you see, it's you have to be very specific and also keep asking and giving your prompts the questions that it should ask. So we continue with our presentation. So you can ask, well, you pick up a document that you have in your, where you're working, and you can ask the AI to extract key policies and procedures from your document. So I would advise you to say, like, extract as an expert, as a compliance officer, extract key policies and procedures from this document, analyze it. Do not interfere with the content, because as we all know, your organization already has policies and you have the document, or you can ask it to improve that document. Then ask it, draft a response letter tailored to the regulator specific question. So we can be in a meeting and the auditor has come and the auditor is asking us some specific questions. Most auditors will give you these questions in a document. So that document they've given you, read it, remove any specific things that are specifying your organization. Let's say your organization is called Caroline Industries. Remove the Caroline so that it's not, you're protecting your data as well. So be very careful when you're sharing to the AI so that you don't also give the AI a lot of information about yourself, which again, as we know, there are good AI tools, and we also have AI tools which are also being used by hackers to search the good AI tools and also come up, know your organization. So that you have to be very careful. And you can ask it to generate executive summary slides, board presentation, highlight areas requiring additional human review. So you can say, draft an initial response to a regulator requesting an overview of third-party risk management practices. Clearly flag assumptions in areas requiring human validation. What documentation should be attached to support this response? So let me paste this on the chart for you to put your specific, but as you can see, you have specified the human review is mandatory. So let me go to my chat box. You can see a question, what are the complaints for education sector? We have developed AI tutor for college. What should we add to that as risk mitigation to that? So as we continue, for that question, say, because most countries or industries, AI is yet to be governed. So first, if your organization has agreed to comply, I know like Harvard has a full AI research department where they also audit the research tools that students are using. So if your organization has already approved, which I can see, if you have already developed AI tutor for college, what you need to add to your risk mitigation to that, ask the AI, what are the risks for whatever, now this AI tutor you are using, what are the risks, and it will bring you what are the human risks and what is the risks related to the AI. Because you see, sometimes this information can be false. Most of the time, the information you're getting from that tutor, the student can be taught by the AI tutor, but whatever the AI is research it has done, maybe it is not fully correct 100%. So there's like the human aspect. When the AI tutor gives a lesson, for example, for the college, you as a human, you need to review that whatever lesson it's giving and see, is it aligning to what you say, and improve it so that it can give better response for you. So don't look at it and you just copy it and put it in a lesson somewhere. Take it and analyze it, review it, assess, feed the AI again its response. Tell it you're wrong. Tell it you missed out on ABCD. then it will keep improving. And with time, as you teach it, remember, it keeps learning, summarizing. Generative AI is learning. So with time, maybe in another 6 months, it will be giving you accurate responses, and you'll be able to give better lessons for your students. With time, it might not give you when you're as a teacher, you'll realize technology, especially if you're a teacher of technology, things are changing on the day. So you will keep improving the AI so that it can let the AI also task it to give you the best response. So as we continue, so you can place this on your chart, draft an initial response for a regulator. So you can say for the auditor or for the team or whoever it is, be specific. Overview of that party risk management practice. Clearly flag assumptions and areas requiring human validation. So for my for the person who asked money. For money, you can also do this for your AI tutor college so that it can flag for you assumptions and areas requiring any presentation. So yeah, be very specific. It will help you respond. Then the board level summary question. We had the board level summary question. Convert this regulatory response into a board level executive summary using non-technical language. What key questions might board members ask after reviewing this summary? So let me paste that on the chart. You can do this and specify your industry. As well as how do you handle leadership concerns about sharing key information on different AIs? I agree we need to run these conversations through different models, but leadership may balk at that. To be honest, you see, AI is not really governed. In our first demo, we were trying to look at the regulatory bodies. So leadership, of course, will have concerns. And that's why I was saying, if I am running a company called Caroline Industries, and I put Caroline, already I've shared information about my some key information. So you have to be careful when you're sharing the information. I know some people, I have myself, I'll confess, there's AI, I have taught it who I am so that it can keep giving me responses that are me. So each time I give it that. But you see, for an organization, that's you're going beyond the data protection rules because you are sharing information for your company. So be very careful about that until AI is governed, because that information, when ChatGPT learns about Caroline Industries, it will also use that information about my company to another organization. And you know, we are in a world of industries are always competing, so you are sharing critical data. Be wary of that. And Erica said the issue is integrity. Companies must place guardrails to protect where this information goes. That's why, yes, exactly. Thank you, Eric, for that. That is so brilliant. And yeah, you've responded correctly. And yeah, I love that. So let's continue with my questions. We have risk flagging question. To demonstrate AI as a warning system, identify potential red flags or inconsistencies in this response that could expose the organization to regulatory or reputational risk. I think this is a question that is in line with what answer is asking. So we are looking at governance and compliance. So I'll paste that question. So if you are following this, please paste that on your chat, GPT or Gemini or whichever AI, and ask this question so that you can identify those risks, and the ones that you relate to, you can document them and put them in your system. Okay, so please do that, copy that. I'll share, I know someone asked, so Pritam will share with you all the documents that you require so that you can follow this up and specify for your specific organization. Let's continue with our demo. So this is the demo we were doing right now, and you can see it's very key to we have concerns about someone has created an AI tutor for college and they want to know the risks. So let us use the scripts that I have shared and improve them further so that your prompt is even more specific to your kind of information you're looking for. So at this point, I want us to just do interactive a live poll. So I'll ask Pritam to put up the next poll, poll 2. We have like about 5 polls.
Here it is.
So we have this poll, adoption barriers. What are the biggest barriers to adopting generative AI in risk management? Please respond. So we have lack of expertise or understanding, data privacy and compliance concerns, implementation costs, resistance to organizational change, limited trust. Let's respond, guys. You can see what's winning is data privacy and compliance concerns. Exactly. I relate to that a lot. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. We can see most people, the adoption barriers is mainly data privacy and compliance, which even on the chat we have seen, people are concerned about sharing organizational leadership might not agree to that. Then following is other people are looking at lack of expertise or understanding. That's the next one most people are voting on. And then we have limited trust in AI-generated insights. We have implementation costs. Okay, that is, thank you so much for responding that. You can see I've entered the poll. These are your responses. As you can see, most of you have voted on the data privacy. And then following lack of expertise, then we have limited trust. I can see cost is not a problem. So in another, when people start trusting, maybe we will be we will be an AI nation very soon. Let's put up the next poll, Pritam.
Sure.
Poll 3. So we have use case interests. Which areas of risk management would you like to see generative AI applied in? So we have fraud detection and prevention, risk assessment and reporting, decision support for crisis management, risk forecasting and scenario analysis. I think 100% for now. Let's keep voting. Most people are voting on risk assessment and reporting. Risk assessment and reporting. I see we have a pain point there. That I relate to that. Risk assessment and reporting is actually something. And then most people are leaning towards regulatory compliance and monitoring. Exactly, because we've been worried as humans about this regulatory for AI. Even data protection mainly is a concern. Let's vote some more. Then let's do the next poll. These are your responses. First, let me share the responses. That's how you voted. Let's do the next poll, Prita, please. So we have the next poll. Let's participate. This is for us to just get insight. How much do you trust AI generated risk insights for decision making? Let's see. Let's see. Especially the ones who have read and they are yet to implement. Yes. Moderately, mostly. Wow. So I can see moderate. How much do you trust moderately? Completely is not. Yeah, that's good because we need human intervention at all times. So moderately is a fair response. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So you are all leaning towards moderately, at least for the people who have responded. Let's do the final poll. I think I have one more poll. Rhythm?
Yes, is it reflecting?
Not yet.
Okay, give me a minute, please. Okay, I hope it is now.
It's now reflecting. So we are looking at the future outlook. How soon do you think generative AI will become a standard tool in risk management? So we have within 1 to 2 years, within 3 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, more than 10 years, or unsure. Depends on adoption. Let's see, let's vote. Let's look at the polls. There's no right or wrong answers. We are all in this generative AI nation right now. So yeah, most people believe in this within 1 to 2 years. And I think so. I would vote for within 1 to 2 years because now most people are adopting. As you have seen when we started, we looked at some regulatory bodies. So we are leaning towards, I can see 3 to 5 years also, and unsure. So that means we are all in agreement. Probably by 2030, it will be a standard tool in risk management. But we have to remember the human is never replaced because you still have to audit the responses that you get. So these are your results, the poll, the future outlook. That's how it looks like. So looks good. So I'm finalizing on my PowerPoint. Let's go so that we go to the question and answer. So we've just done the polls and I hope you've you've enjoyed that session of interactive poll. So we have the governance roadmap and closing. So the governance, the AI governance principles, human accountability. The AI assists humans decide. The AI assists humans decide, approve, and own outcomes. So the AI will assist, the human will decide, approve, and own the outcome. So don't leave AI for everything. Just let it assist you and analyze each and everything it's telling you. Transparency. Document AI use, prompts, and limitation in audit trails. So just when you're doing your prompt, sometimes I know most people just do the prompt, the AI will keep a memory, but just come up with a document, like a database for yourself where you keep your prompts for what you asked it so that you can audit. You have like an audit trail for transparency. Then there is data protection. Always ensure compliance with privacy laws and data residency requirements. We have to be data protection is a key requirement everywhere globally. So let's be very keen on data protection when you're sharing with the AI or retrieving information from it and sharing. Be very keen. Then we have the continuous monitoring. Regularly review AI output for accuracy, bias, and alignment. This is very key. Always monitor. You don't just pick, just because, sometimes you can ask the AI and you start seeing, today it was accurate, tomorrow it was very accurate, and then you start believing that it can never go wrong. So just because it's reading all over, it's analyzing everywhere. Yeah. Then I'll give you your 90-day roadmap. So as participants, as you go back to your business, days 1 to 30, assess and educate. Inventory current processes, identify pain points, build internal awareness, and establish governance working group. So that you can do day 1 to 30. Or even you can extend the timeline, but when you start, don't stop. Just know day 1 to 30, you'll be able to identify all your current processes and your pain points so that you can establish the governance working group. By the time this year, when you're doing your audits, I'm sure it will be a walk in the park after this lesson. Then we have days 31 to 60, pilot and learn. So select 2 to 3 low-risk use cases, test AI tools, document lessons learned, and refine your prompt standards. Again, I will remind you, keep documenting even your prompts so that as you improve, you keep documenting them and having better prompts. Then there's 61 to 90, scale and govern. Expand to additional function, formalize policies, train the teams, and integrate into risk taxonomy. So I will ask the audience, please look at this, take it seriously, because by this end of this quarter, by the time your auditors are coming, if they come in the middle of the year, you'll have already foreseen what are your risks, then you don't have to be caught off guard or fear those audit and governance questions that come with the regulatory bodies. And then that will be all. Now we are to the question and answer question. So as Pritam said, I think you can put up your questions in the chat box.
Sure. Thank you so much, first of all, Caroline. I would love to thank you to you for amazing and insightful session, including demos. I hope this is definitely going to be very helpful for all the audience. So as we are open for Q&A again, I request all of you to please drop any question if you have in your mind. So we can take it for next 5 to 10 minutes. I believe, Caroline, we have already addressed Elsa's question earlier.
Yeah, there was some previous questions, so I had responded to them. There
Wonderful.
was one from Elsa, I think, and Mani.
Okay, we'll wait few minutes if we get any another question. And meanwhile, I'll just quickly check if we got any question across live, and then we can proceed with the closing. And I would like to inform all the participants that I do have some great announcement for all of you. So I request you all to please stay connected till the end. Okay, there is one question from live, Cynthia, from Cynthia. She's asking, where have you seen Gen AI fail in risk or compliance, and what lessons should leaders take from that?
Where I've seen Gen AI failing, it would be when you've asked it a very general question. So, like I said, if you are not specific, it will give you a random answer, which will cut across various industries. Yet, maybe your industry is an IT company, or your industry is a hospital. So when you're asking it, being specific helps the AI give you a proper answer. So it fails when you generalize your question. Thank you, Cynthia, for that question.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for answering this one and covering all the questions so far. So I believe that's all the question our participants had for today. And in case if you all have any further question or want to discuss anything related to the session to Caroline, feel free to reach out to her. You will find her LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. I've just shared it. So feel free to reach out to her. I believe she's more than happy to help you all. And okay, there's Abu Bakr. We have got a note from him. I'm not sure if it's a question.
I think he just said he works for the Nigeria Data Protection Commission. I actually found this session very insightful, and I'm looking forward for more topical issues regarding AI, data governance, and regulations. And thank you, Abu Bakr. Thank you very much. Thank
Wonderful.
you,
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yuseng.
much.
I appreciate. Looking forward to connecting. I think Pritam has shared my LinkedIn profile. So let's connect, let's engage further. I also want to learn from you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Caroline. As you can see, a lot of appreciations that we are getting from the participants. Hence, we are going to reach out to you again for upcoming sessions if we schedule in the future for regarding the AI. Thank you so much for putting your inputs on the AI, and we'll look forward to have you for further sessions. So before I take the handover back from you, I would love to hear a final thoughts from you for all of us today.
My final statement to you, the audience, thank you first of all for attending this session and staying throughout. I appreciate the insightful questions and you just listening to me. I will leave you with this. The AI is not replacing you. It's just improving your output, giving you a faster process, and you need to analyze this and continue being using your mind to improve the AI to work better for you. That's all from me, and thank you so much. Back to you, Prita.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Caroline, for sharing such a wonderful thoughts with all of us. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you today, and definitely we'll be reaching out to you for further session, as I mentioned. So let's have a future collaborations again. Thank you so much. So, dear participants, as I mentioned earlier, I do have some great announcement for all of you. So, also I have a challenge and task to perform with all of you. So, let me quickly share it with you all. So, this is given by Caroline itself. So, please take a screenshot of it and follow all the steps. I'm so sorry about that. So follow all the steps which is mentioned one by one, and please once you complete your task and challenge, please post it on your social media, and do not forget to tag GSDC, because that's how we'll able to track you. And guess what, we'll be getting back to that professional who will be having a most creative output with this challenge. So complete your challenge and do tag us, and we'll be getting back to you with a surprise gift. And I hope you all have taken the screenshot. If not, I'll share it in the chat box also, but take a screenshot for your reference. And again, this is regarding the certification program that we have for all of you. So this is related to all certification on certified AI tool expert, certified generative AI professional, foundation, certified agentic AI professional, and foundation. So you all must be aware that this certification, whatever the certification GSDC provides, which is globally recognized ones, where we'll be providing learning resources, which includes a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings, and book of knowledge. These certifications are lifelong learnings, which gives you learning flexibility as well, and you'll be getting chance to connect with a training partner channel, and you will be having opportunity to work on capstone project, that is something real-time AI simulation practice. So do grab this opportunity. You can use this promo code, which is AI20, to get an amazing discount, which is 20% off of any of these certification. So do grab this opportunity. You'll find the offer details links in the chat box. Also, this is regarding the utility tool. Would love to inform you all, this tool will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skill score. It will help you to build your personal brand, and also it will help you to create AI generated resumes. So this tool is completely free. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off, which means free, and this is only for our webinar attendees. So do grab this opportunity. You'll find the link in the chat box, utility related. And also, let me make this announcement that we are running this another webinar series on from policy to practice 2016, designing ISO driven governance that works in the real world, which is scheduled from 5th to 31st January 2026, 8:30 a.m. Central. Make a note of the time zones. It is 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have incredible panel of experts aligned for this series as well, so do not miss this. I've already shared the registration link, the WhatsApp link for that particular WhatsApp community, so feel free to register yourself, or you can also refer your friends and colleagues to our session. And also, this is another webinar series that we are conducting, which is scheduled again from 5th to 31st January 2026. So this series is scheduled on redefining workforce skills, leadership, and learning, which impact for 2026. So we do have incredible experts aligned for this as well. So do not miss this. You will find all the registration link for all three webinars. I have shared it in the chat box. Just scroll up a little bit. You will find all the registration link and the WhatsApp link along with it. And we do have these three winners who have referred maximum people, so let's congratulate to them. However, we'll be announcing all the final winners at the end of this webinar series, so you still have a time to refer maximum people and be winner. All the winners will be rewarded with $400, which is worth rewards. So yes, we'll be getting back to them. Top 3 winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame, and you need to have 50 or more than 50 points to be winner. So let's contribute towards it. You can refer maximum people and be the winner. And also, we would love to connect with you all over social media. You can scan this QR. Let's connect with us over LinkedIn. Check our website for more information regarding all the certifications that I've mentioned earlier, or also you can check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. Also, you can connect with us over the WhatsApp group to get daily update on events, webinar, boot camps that we often conduct for all of you. And please do not forget to share your valuable feedback on the Trustpilot and reviews.io. You'll find a link in the chat box. And thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. I hope to see you all for the upcoming sessions as well. Until then, take care of yourself and keep learning. Thank you so much, Caroline. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.